Hey, Taoping Airlines Math Industry, and we're going to be taking a look at the rule of nines with comparing fractions, decimals, and percentages. So pretty much in the last video, we were working on thirds and tenths. So pretty much that we'll be comparing fractions, decimals, and percentages, but with nines. But the reason why it's called the rule of 9 is because that there is a pattern that's happening. And yeah, we will definitely need a calculator for this. So, first things first, let's write 100% right here, because 9 over 9 is the same thing as saying full credit. Or the decimal would be 1.00. But 9s are really hard to do without a calculator because the 9s are less than 10s. So pretty much 8 over 9 is not 90% or 0.9. Just like in the last video, we have to do 5 divided by 9 for example. And we can't do 50% because what's half of 9? A decimal. And number 2, you can't have decimals in fractions. This will not exist.
Here we go. Wow.
So to start off, let's do 5 divided by 9 on a calculator. So pretty much, if we do 5 divided by 9, we'll be able to get 0.555 repeating. So we write 0.55 strike because it's repeating. Or we should say 55.5%. With the rule of 9, the rule is every time you divide by 9 by a fraction, it's always going to have a decimal. That will be like, for example, 0.333. That will be for 0.33 right here. Or 0.44 repeatedly. Or might like this.
No laughing matter. Like once I met this guy who knew 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 this guy's cousin. I should be more careful.
So pretty much the rule of 9 is every time you divide by 9 by a fraction, it'll always be repetitiveness by its own numerator. So like for example, 0.11 repeating, that would be 11.1%. 2.22 repeating, that would be 22.2%. If we get to 8.9, you might think that it's 99.9%. It's not. It is 0.88 repeatingness and 88.8%. The reason why there's no 0.99 repetitiveness is because when you add up all these, you're actually making another like 1 or like another percentage, and that will add up to 100. So, with the rule of 9, anything you divide by 9, the numerator will always become repetitiveness, like 0.66 repeating, 66.6%. So here's another example you might see on a word problem. For the rule of 9, it wants you to convert these fractions into decimals. So, like this, 4 divided by 9, that's 0.44 repetitiveness. But, 34 divided by 11, how is that going to work? Well, we have to do this. We have to do 34 divided by 11, and there is no 9 here, so we have to write it as 34 over 11. We somehow have to get the denominator by 99, so we have to get that 11 times 9 equals 99. And we have to multiply this by that to get what's here. So, 34 multiplied by 9 is 306. And if we do 306 divided by 99, you're going to get an answer of 3 3.09090900909. So pretty much it's 3.09 repetitiveness. So that's what the rule of 9 does. If it's a double digit, you're gonna have to try multiplying to get to 99. Then have that numerator divided by 99. So pretty much the rule of 9 is every time you divide by a number with 9 in it, like 99, 9, then you'll have a number that'll keep repeating and repeating. That's the rule of 9. So here's an example. The 9 is keep talking, but the 8 and other numbers are like, stop, this is annoying. Thank you for watching Taoping Airlines Math Industry. Like and subscribe.